that's why I'm taking it off here. Okay, right now, the test will last approximately 38 minutes, taking in various road conditions. As part of the test today, you'll be expected to carry out at least one maneuver exercise. You may be asked to do an emergency stop as well. We'll be doing some independent driving. This could be following signs or following sat nav. Please assume that we are going straight ahead at all times unless road markings indicate otherwise. If I'd like you to turn left or right, I will give you plenty of notice in which to do so. Yeah? As part of the show me tell me, can you just tell me how would you know if your foot brake is working properly, please?
Uh, uh, the brake system. Okay, the brake shouldn't be spongy or slick. The brake should be adjusted as you sit off because the vehicle shouldn't be too pulled to one side.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Okay, and we'll be doing the show me question whilst we are going. So when you're ready, I'd like you to drive on, please. Going about we're following the road ahead, taking the second exit. Actually, take the next road on the left, please. Going about we're following the road ahead, second exit, please. So here you can see where the pupil made a brilliant stop. Now you can see how important it is. If you cannot see to the right, you must take a second look before committing, because had the pupil not looked, then there would have been problems. So she did very well stopping at this roundabout. Traffic lights, we're turning right, please. set of lights we're turning left, please. Roundabout, we're turning right, taking the third exit, please. Like you to turn left into the car park for me, please. And just drive forward for me, please. And I'd like you to choose a bay and drive. No, just drive forward. Just here. Anyway, you stop here for me, please.
Hey.
No, just stop here. That's fine.
Stop here?
Okay. I'd like you to choose any bay and drive forward into it for me, please. Any bay that you choose. Here we can see the people made a decision to reverse. Personally, don't reverse until you open your door, because to be fair, the pupil was in the bay, but she didn't open the door to check. Always open the door and check before making the decision if you need to reverse any at all. Okay. And I'd like you to reverse for me, please. Let the back go there. We're going to be exiting the car park, please. Now, if you notice the way the pupil is actually observing, when the car is reversing, the pupil is actually looking over her right shoulder rather than through the back. And when she stops, she looks through the back. So the observation should be the other way around. Thank you. And I'd like you to exit the car park for me, please. And we're turning left of the car park, please. When coming out of this car park, the pupil just came out too wide, so pupil needed to keep a little bit more onto her side of the road. End of the road, we're turning right, please. Runabout, we're following the road ahead. Second exit, please. When it's safe to do so, can you show me how you would use the windscreen wash to clear the front windscreen, please? That's fine, thank you. End of the road, we're going to be turning right, please. It's the end of the road.
Please remember, if you get this test route any at all, it's a one-way road. So at the end of this road, please position to the right for turning right, which the pupil did. I'm only saying this for future reference for anybody that's watching this video. Please position to the right when turning right, because it's a one-way road. If you look on the double white line on the floor, you'll realize that no one can come into that side of the road.
I'd like you to park on the left from just behind this car. Don't worry about the drive. Just
Left?
behind this. Yes, please. Leave enough room to be able to move away. So again, don't worry about the drive. Just go forward a little bit more for me, please. That's fine, thank you. That's fine. Okay, that's fine, thank you. And drive on and ready, please. Following the road ahead, please. I'd like you to park on the left one, please, in a safe place. That's fine, thank you. So this is where the independent section of the drive-in will stop. So just get the sat nav on.
The route is being calculated.
I'd like you to follow the sat nav for some distance.
Please follow the road for 350 yards. After 250 yards, leave the roundabout at the third exit in the road Anderson Road. Please take the third exit.
Whenever you're turning right at a mini runabout as well, my advice is always to slow down and go in first gear, especially if the runabout is quite tight, which is what the pupil did. She did that beautifully as well.
Please turn right after 150 yards in Street Short Heath Road. Now turn right.
Now, if you look, the van is basically stuck. So here now, the pupil could roll forward a little bit using the peep and creep technique. She just delayed it a little bit, so I marked her a minor for undue hesitation. One could argue that the minor is a little bit unfair to give the pupil for that van situation, but my job is to mark it as harshly as possible because that way the pupil benefits more when she goes on the test.
after 250 yards. Leave the roundabout at the third exit in Street Bellbrook Road. Please take the third exit. You will reach
I'd
your
like you to
destination after
park on
100
the left
yards.
from just behind that learner car. Again, do not worry about the drive on this occasion. That's fine, thank you. Take it down, switch off, that's fine. Just come to your signal. It's the end of the test. If you give me a few minutes just to complete the paperwork, I'll let you know you've done shortly. Okay, that's the end of the test now, and I'm pleased to say that you have passed. You've got that. Alhamdulillah. That's what you want to hear on the day, right? That's what you want to hear on the day. Yeah? Okay, so in no particular order, we've got 6 minors. No serious, that's the most important thing. 2 minors for the bay. The bay. So you know when you went into the bay.
I was right.
Yeah. I would have opened my door first. You were actually more or less in the bay when you reversed.
Yeah, because I was not sure from the mirror and because of that, but it was silly.
But what can we do?
Because I make the same position. It means I was right. No need for. Okay.
So stop, secure. Okay, I'm just gonna go back a bit, or I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Open your door and check. You're allowed to.
Okay.
Yeah? Or alternatively, if you decide that you need to go back, come back more.
Okay.
Don't come back all the way out. Keep your steering straight.
To be sure,
and come
I have enough.
beautiful. Yeah? So again, because you were but you were being safe. Observation. Whenever we're reversing, where should we look when we're reversing mainly?
In the back. I did it.
You were doing it the other way around. When you were stopping and then looking to the back, and when you were reversing, you were looking over the right.
Okay.
So you wanted to do it the other way around. You wanted to look here, and then when you stop, you look there. Then you come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were doing it the other way around. So that's where that one comes in. Undue hesitation. You came down to the junction when we were following SatNav, turning right. There was a white van.
I couldn't see from the van.
Beautiful. So what should we do?
Progress a little bit. I did it, but I thought the van will live. But when he didn't, I tried to beep and scream.
Yeah, there you go. So I wanted you, once he stopped there, because he couldn't come forward more because the car was behind you. So in that case, peep and creep. Yeah? You clearly know what to do. Turning left, you've got 2 minors for that. That was going into the car park, too wide, and coming out the car park, too wide.
When the exit of the curb,
Yeah.
I tried to avoid the
curb.
Because that I used the car more of the body of the car outside to be sure I leave the curb.
But what's the danger of going too wide? What could happen?
Car coming, but I checked before I make this.
I know, but even though there was nothing coming, the examiner will mark you as if something was coming.
Okay.
So that's why he marks the minor.
That's in the middle of the body of the car is enough.
Yes. Yep. So again, that's something we'll work on in terms of coming out of tight spaces and how to avoid the curb. I'll give you a nice reference point for that. That will work perfectly. And position normal stop. Once when we park up on the left, a little bit wide.
Oh yeah,
and you wanted to fix it, and you was like,
okay. I tried to cover. Forget it.
Yeah, so that one there as well. But take nothing away from it.
But after this, to avoid this again, every time I check the mirror and this.
And like here, for example, it's perfect. Because this one you were watching there and you let it roll a little bit more until you're happy rather than stopping suddenly. Yeah? But overall, I would say yes, it's a good drive. Hopefully, God's willing, this is what you hear on the day itself.
Do you remember the mini roundabout? I checked the right and I didn't see any car, and suddenly came a car and I used the brake.
That was perfect. Well done.
I thought it will be serious because I used the brake sharp.
No, because you use the brake sharply because it's an emergency type situation. You did very well because you kept looking. So you're going, but you're looking. This is what I always say to people. If it's a blind junction, it doesn't matter if it's a roundabout. If you cannot see and you look, don't just think, okay, I can go. As you look again as you're going over until it's clear. That was perfectly done. I forgot to mention that. That was absolutely perfect. Yeah?
I thought it was, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Because the car, I know the sharp brake is...
No. Sharp brake is not... No. Sharp brake is not problem if there's a reason.
Yeah, but because it was gear 1, but I felt it's okay.
You did that perfectly.
Nobody here, but suddenly when this car came.
And it was very good. Had you not checked again, I would have pressed the brake. But because you checked again, I didn't even do anything. You were able to just stop. So that was absolutely perfect. Yeah. So it's good. It was a good drive, to be fair. So that's what you want to do on the day itself. God's willing. That's it. Yeah.